A $300 t-shirt, a $10,000 handbag. These are not just items, they are symbols of status, wealth, and exclusivity. We covet luxury, but at what cost? The allure of high-end fashion often blinds us to the hidden price tags that come with it. The fashion industry, a multi-billion-dollar behemoth, thrives on a dark secret, the exploitation of millions of workers hidden in plain sight. These workers are the backbone of the industry, yet they remain invisible to the consumers. Behind the glossy facade of luxury brands lies a world of sweatshops, where workers, often women and children, toil in inhumane conditions. They work long hours for meager wages, with little to no rights or protections. They are the unseen hands that stitch together our desires, their lives sacrificed at the altar of fast fashion and exorbitant profits. Their stories are rarely told, their struggles often ignored. What if I told you that your latest purchase, that symbol of status and style, could be stained with the tears of a child? The true cost of luxury is often hidden from view, that the luxurious feel of a designer garment might be the result of countless hours of forced labor. The intricate details you admire are often crafted under duress. This isn't a work of fiction. This is the harsh reality that underpins the glamour of the fashion world. This is the grim reality of the fashion industry. It's time we look beyond the surface and acknowledge the human cost of our desires. Imagine a cramped, poorly ventilated room, the air thick with the stench of sweat, dust and chemicals. Workers toil away in these suffocating conditions, their health deteriorating with each passing day. Sewing machines whir incessantly, a deafening symphony of exploitation. The noise is relentless, a constant reminder of their unending labor. This is the reality for countless garment workers trapped in a cycle of poverty and forced to work grueling hours for meager wages. Their dreams and aspirations are crushed under the weight of their daily struggles. They are denied basic rights, their voices silenced by fear and intimidation. Any attempt to speak out is met with harsh repercussions. These sweatshops are often hidden in plain sight, operating in developing countries with lax labor laws. They thrive in the shadows, away from the prying eyes of the world. The brands we know and love turn a blind eye, prioritizing profit over people. They claim ignorance, but the evidence is all around us. They distance themselves from the horrors of the supply chain, maintaining a carefully crafted image of luxury and exclusivity. The glitz and glamour mask the grim reality behind the scenes, but the truth, like a loose thread, always unravels. It reveals the hidden suffering and exploitation that lies beneath the surface of our clothes. Meet Sarah, a young woman from Bangladesh navigating the complexities of life in a bustling city. She dreams of a better future, of education, of a life free from poverty. Every night she studies by the dim light, hoping to change her destiny. Instead, she works in a garment factory, her nimble fingers working tirelessly to meet impossible quotas, sewing fabric that will become the latest fashion trends. Her days are long, her meals meager, her spirit slowly crushed under the weight of her circumstances. Each break offers only a brief respite from the relentless grind.
One day, I dared to speak up, to demand better working conditions for myself and my fellow workers. We wanted dignity and respect. My voice was met with silence, then threats. The factory boss made it clear that dissent would not be tolerated. I am a disposable asset, easily replaced in the relentless machine of fast fashion. Our lives are deemed less valuable than the clothes we produce.
Sarah's story is not unique. It echoes the struggles of countless others in similar situations. It is a chilling reminder of the human cost of our insatiable appetite for cheap, trendy clothing. Every purchase we make has a story behind it, often one of hardship and sacrifice.
Do you know where your clothes are made? Have you ever stopped to consider the hands that stitched them, the lives they touched?
The fashion industry thrives on our ignorance, on our willingness to turn a blind eye to the plight of workers in distant lands. But the truth is, our choices have consequences.
Every time we purchase a garment, we are casting a vote. Are we supporting brands that prioritize profit over people, or are we choosing to invest in ethical and sustainable fashion? The choice is ours.
But we must choose wisely, for the lives of millions hang in the balance. The fashion industry is shrouded in secrecy, its supply chains deliberately opaque. Luxury brands with their carefully cultivated images are masters of deception.
They rely on our desire for status and exclusivity, using sophisticated marketing campaigns to distract us from the ugly truth.
But the tide is turning. Consumers are becoming more aware of the social and environmental impact of their choices. They are demanding transparency, accountability, and ethical practices from the brands they support.
The days of turning a blind eye are numbered.
We cannot afford to be passive bystanders in this fight for justice. We must use our voices to demand change, to hold brands accountable, and to support ethical and sustainable fashion.
Educate yourself about the true cost of fast fashion. Research brands before you buy, and choose to invest in companies that prioritize fair labor practices.
Subscribe to our newsletter for more eye-opening content and join us in the fight for a more just and equitable fashion industry. Together, we can make a difference. The power is in our hands.